You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seemed rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
Take this!
Off with you.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Hail! I take it you're the outsider my lord mentioned? How'd he know to expect you? I couldn't tell you. Why not ask him yourself? You'll find him in the manor atop the on-hill.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second Arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops, I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care.
Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose I ought not to have underestimated you, Sir Arisen. You wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just me. The entire village recognizes you for what you are, cuz. Naught mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's all I'm saying. But don't worry yourself. I'm actually on your side, in a sense. Can't offer you any help, though. Village code and all that. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. Know what I mean? I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
All that obscure advice, only to depart with nary a word of explanation. Shall we try doing what she did to us, then?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Is that who I think it is?
Aye, I reckon so. Rather more common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's neither here nor there. It's a question of skill at the end of it all.
So you say, but you went
If I were to give you some advice, it'd be to try doing to someone else what I just did to you. Know what I mean? I have a hefty wager riding on you.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Too much excitement.
Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
Tread carefully. It seems our every step is being watched.
You say that, but I sense no hostility. Whatever's going on here, I don't think they mean us any harm.
would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false Arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief, Maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
You bring naught but trouble. Off with you!
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
Thank you, sir.
That's quite enough!
You're the one, then? Fie. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here.
That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then.
Make yourself scarce now.
My apologies for the wait. We grew further apart than I'd anticipated.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Whatever could you... You're the last person I'd waste my time on.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale. Hasn't anyone got coin to spend?
Mayhap a noble will succumb to my charms. There's nothing
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent.
There is much we ought to tend to. There is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the city.
Crowd that size and not a single heavy purse.
Peruse at your leisure. Will someone do aught about this?
Doctor Focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
Quiet at last.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
As quiet as a millpond.
Mayhap you've been misinformed, sir, but there isn't to be a masquerade this day. I regret to inform you that there is no masquerade scheduled for today.
Such quiet.
Would that ought to be?
Always sets me to think. This
No other trade more draining than this.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Dull days for us are assigned.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible. I only pray my watch finishes.
Mayhap I really would have been controlling if I'm honest.
Ere longer. A fine place to sit
I'm
and
not
gather
sure
one's-
what's best.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
Would that such peace.
Good to see you, Master.
Will someone do aught about this? someone do aught about this? Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I've a proposal to make, and methinks you'll want to hear it. See, a friend of mine hath an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? 'Twouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come speak with me again once your mind's set.
Nice place, this.
Tis our duty to see this.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength. There's a time and a place for idleness, I suppose.
I have a dozen
Forgot why I came.
If anyone had noticed if I...
Is there aught you require?
Perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems. The Sovereign, wounded in glorious combat with the dragon, is recovered at last. No tidings could be more joyous. Indeed, 'tis a weight off my heart to think that our fair vermin shall once again be governed by a true ruler.
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
But not at the expense of my duty.
Feels eerie with no one about.
Let them talk. Hide the predicament.
There's much needs doing.
Well met, sir.
There is much we ought to tend to. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances at such gatherings. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the... There is much we ought to tend. Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so afore we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so Your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as Arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your Majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brandt's investigation.